The example your mother set for you is one you don't wish to follow, is one that you've been rejecting for so long, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be like your mother. But in trying so hard not to be her, you're creating all kinds of other issues in your life. My name is Stefan Laboussiere, certified life and relationship coach, here to provide you with dating and relationship advice. Today is going to be life advice for women, all right? We're going to be talking about this issue of you don't want to be like your mother. We're talking mommy issues, all right? But before we get into that, please be sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, and listen, simple poll, yes or no. Let's be honest. Do you have mommy issues? All right. Comment below, yes or no. Do you have mommy issues? Now, let me say this. I feel like we hear about daddy issues so much, but mommy issues get swept under the rug and it gets ignored for various reasons. And I feel like this is a topic that I'm going to have to really dive deeper into and have a much longer video for. But this video today is a little bit shorter because I just want to focus on the simple perspective of you not wanting to be like your mother, all right? And so as I mentioned in the very beginning, many of you have grown up seeing an example by your mother that you did not like. So one scenario can be you grew up and your mother was in a toxic, unhealthy relationship where she accepted cheating, she accepted abuse, she accepted so many wrong things. And so you've now grown up rejecting wanting to be in that position. And there's nothing wrong with you not wanting to emulate that. There's nothing wrong with you saying, I do not want to walk in my mother's footsteps by being this woman who accepts this kind of toxic relationship. But you're not processing things correctly and you're not resolving them in a way that you can move forward in a healthy manner. You are carrying these mommy issues in a way that are now going to set you up for unhealthy relationships. It's crazy how that works. You're trying so hard not to be her that you end up either becoming her or becoming an alternative version that still finds herself in an unhealthy, toxic cycle. You've got to recognize that healing has to occur. So now let's shed some light on the fact that there's various reasons why your mother may have accepted that toxic relationship. Or in some situations, it may be your mother who cheated on your father, or your mother who did horrible things in the marriage. Or maybe even when you went to her with allegations or telling her that someone sexually abused you. And I had to mention, I felt that in my spirit because I know there's some of you watching this who experienced that, where you were abused sexually, you went to your mother and she dismissed it. She put it to the side. And again, for various reasons, she did that, but that stuck with you. And so now again, you so badly don't ever want to be that. Don't ever want to be the mother who doesn't listen to your child. And again, that is good. That part is good. But what's bad is you're not healing from that hurt. You're not healing from the damage of seeing what your mother did or how even your mother treated you. You've got to recognize these mommy issues. And sometimes, or a lot of times, they're not addressed because society or the people around you has made you feel like you're not allowed to criticize your mother. You're not allowed to bring these things to her attention, or you have tried and she has deflected. She has rejected them. She has not allowed you to speak your truth in a way that brings proper healing to the situation. Now, there are ways that we have to approach this better, but please understand it has to be approached. Please understand you cannot sweep this under the rug, all right? And let me also say this, because even though this video is about you don't want to be like your mother, speaking to the women specifically, I do want to just say we absolutely acknowledge that there are plenty of men who have mommy issues too. But I'll do a separate video for the men and their mommy issues. We're going to focus on the women. So again, you've got to heal from those things, all right? And so I have a book called Love After Heartbreak, but I want to give you at least the first step and a half to get the ball rolling rather than you just having to go straight to the book, so that you understand how this has to be handled, because there's so much to unpack here. But I simply want to convey the message to you that you cannot stay stuck in the mindset of, I don't want to be like my mother. You just have to get focused on resolving the issues of the damage and hurt within you and understanding how to process things better so that you can move forward in a healthy manner. All right. So basically, I don't want to accept toxic behavior. I don't want to engage in toxic behavior. But if you make it about your mother, that creates a tension between you and her that maybe you don't even realize is completely there. I've had so many clients who will say, well, I'm okay with my mother. We talk every day. Yeah, y'all talk every day, but there's still this underlying tension, this underlying awkwardness in some people's situations. There's still this level of animosity there that you're suppressing and that you may be managing it, and to your belief, you're managing it well, but I'm telling you, it's wreaking havoc on the inside of you. And it's exactly what contributes to you having an unhealthy relationship. So before I get into those steps I'm going to lay out for you, let me just paint this picture real quick. You have a woman who grew up in a household where a mother accepted abuse, and she doesn't want to be like that woman. She doesn't want to be like her mother, all right? And so now she gets into a new relationship, maybe even gets married. But in trying so hard not to be put in a position of being vulnerable or abused or whatever, all right, because you may be processing in a way that says, oh, she was being submissive, and that submissiveness got her abused and put in these toxic situations, but that wasn't the real issue, but that's how you're processing it. So now, when you're in your new relationship, all right, and your husband, your partner is trying to lead in that relationship, but in a loving way, you reject it. You reject it not because he does not deserve, or he's not qualified, or he's not actually looking out for what's best for you guys. You reject it because to you, it's almost like, no, I already see visions of how my mother was. I'm not going that route, so I'm going to fight back. I'm going to reject. I'm not going to allow myself to have anyone lead me anywhere, because I can't trust men to lead a woman anywhere, because I don't even trust that my father led my mom wrong. My father did wrong. So how am I going to put that trust in another man? This is how some of you are processing it. But again, you're projecting those negative things onto your new partner or onto your husband in a way that's going to deteriorate the relationship or flat out destroy it. So again, I'm kind of rambling on. Forgive me for that, because I just did this video because I felt like this is a message that needed to be spoken. And again, I promise you we will go even deeper into these things, but let me give you some steps to start, okay? Number one, there's an exercise I'll call the Who Hurt Me list. And what you do is you get a piece of paper, and this is for healing in general real quick, but I will bring this back to your mother. The Who Hurt Me list, you ask yourself, you write on a piece of paper, who hurt me? You ask yourself that question. And now any person who comes to mind, you put them on the paper. Doesn't matter how long ago it happened. Doesn't matter if you think it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter if you think you've moved past it. If they come to mind when you ask yourself that question, you put them on the paper, okay? Now, seeing that this video is about mommy issues, clearly your mother's gonna be on that list, all right? And so now the first half of the next step is you're gonna write a letter, all right? So now you're doing this letter to get things off your chest. This is your chance to have an emotional detox. Many of you have held so much back for so long, and it needs to come out. So this letter is an opportunity to flush out all the negative energy. Now, again, it's a lot to explain and break down as far as how I want you to do the letter, the specific way to do it. But at the very least, even if you never get the book, if you at least do those two things, doing the Who Hurt Me list, and at least starting with that letter, you're going to start moving on the path of getting to a better place. But I would highly encourage you to get the book so that you can understand the full process of it. It's called Love After Heartbreak. I will leave a link in the description and in the comments section. All right. But again, it's important. It's imperative that you get things off your chest and that you address this underlying issue that you have with your mother. Do not carry it with you and think you can have healthy, successful relationships and ignore this problem. It does not work like that. So let's do what's necessary. Understand that mommy issues are extremely common, way more common than people think. But as I kind of alluded to earlier, society has created this dynamic where it's almost wrong to say, oh, woman was a bad mother or that she did anything wrong. We'll criticize fathers all day long, but mothers get a lot more of a pass. And unfortunately, that has set things up in a way that people aren't able to resolve the issues that they have with their mothers. This is not to attack mothers in general. This is simply to recognize those of you who do have an issue with your mother. So if you're one of those people, if you're feeling like you don't want to be like your mother, if you know that has been your mindset, please take heed to the message in this video and start taking those steps. Get the book up, Love After Heartbreak. Let's get to the healing. So again, I pray and hope this video was helpful to you. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, definitely share this video, because even if this wasn't for you, this is probably for a friend, a sister, someone you know needs to hear this message. All right. And again, leave in the comments below, yes or no, do you have mommy issues? Let people see how common this really is. All right. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.